Yo, salute to the hard cheekbone gang, man. How y'all doing out there, man? Yeah, I got a special guest with me, man. I don't think she want to be on camera, but we're gonna ask her some questions anyway. So, first question is it's about women, and this is a legitimate question. Why is it that a lot of women nowadays are getting fake culos? What's up with that? I see a lot of Latinas getting it.
It's not just Latinas, it's a lot of blacks also.
Nah, it's a lot of black women too, but they go to Latin countries and get them.
They're getting it right here in New York City.
That's true.
You don't need to go to no Latin country to get it now. When you getting it right here in the United States for whatever.
But the prices is astronomical here.
Not really.
You was thinking about getting one?
No.
So how you know the prices?
Because I know a lot of people that got it.
Oh, okay. Well, you know more than me. I just think it's crazy when I see it. What you think? Why you think they get it though? You think it's a self-esteem issue?
One, yeah. That has part to do with it, yes.
I agree with that. I agree.
I think some people are just trying to also enhance their looks, which is understandable. You know, they want to fill out a pants or a dress or something a certain way, you know. That's understandable, you know.
But, I mean, like, you got to be happy with the way you are. Because when you surgically enhance something, like, say, for instance, like, all right, we have kids.
You do have kids.
I have a gap. No, I'm giving you an example. Mm-hmm. I have a gap, right? Now, one of my kids is gonna have the same gap. I don't know which one, but imagine if I got my teeth straightened out or whatever, and got what's that called? What they be getting, them fake teeth, them piano teeth that they get. You know what I'm talking about? But my kids are gonna inherit a gap. They might not get it, but their kids might have it. My grandkids. And even if they don't get it, my great-grandkids might have it. And then it's like, what are you going to do? Everybody got to get their teeth changed to fit in? It's just, like, to me, it just doesn't make sense.
Okay, that's true, and I understand that. But something like that is hereditary, so...
That's what I'm saying.
There's no change in that.
Everything is hereditary. You having somebody having a small frame, like, I'm a small frame person. For the most part, I'm not like a big giant person. I'm like a medium-sized person, right? But I can get bigger if I eat a lot or if I work out a lot. If I could take steroids, or I could do it the natural way by eating a lot of food. But it's really not gonna really change who I am at the core.
Okay, all right. You're looking at it from a male's point of view.
Yeah.
Okay, you also got to look at it from a female's point of view. A lot of females, as they say, do have self-esteem issue. It might not be to a crazy extent, but it might be like still there in the back of their mind, whatever it is like that. So, you know, it's with a female, it's self-esteem issue, I think, is always there. Like right after you have a kid, it's like, you know, like, all right, how am I going to lose all this weight I put back on? And it's like, you know, so... Still self-esteem issue right there. My thing is, if you're going to get the fake ass, make sure the fake ass matches your body.
Like it's proportionate.
Yes. Don't get the ass where your ass is extremely big and your legs are like skinny as hell, look like you're about to break with the new ass you got.
They call it aesthetics. So
it just looks stupid.
It does.
Okay? It looks like ridiculous. If you're paying this amount of money to get something done, have it look natural.
That's true.
Because it makes no sense that you're paying this much money.
Or do it the natural way.
It makes no sense that you're paying this much money and people could tell that it ain't your real ass. That's not the goal here. The goal is to get it done and make it look as natural as possible.
But it's not natural.
Half of these females out here, their asses ain't looking natural at all.
I think women what they call them cis women, CIS, cis women. I think they started following like the transsexuals, the men, the male, what they call male to female, because they do a lot of stuff that I see women doing nowadays, or something that they was doing. Because at one time, like drag kings, drag queens, and transsexuals followed regular women, like women born women. And now it's like in reverse. It's like they went over like above and beyond with everything, with the surgeries and the eyelashes and this and that and the wigs and this and that. And now I see natural born women doing the same thing. So it's like a cycle, but it's like what they say, like a dog chasing his tail. So, but I don't think a lot of people need to do that.
I don't think a lot of people do need to do that. And the thing now, everybody's taking the fat out of somewhere and putting it somewhere else. My thing is, if I'm taking fat out of something, when they done take that fat out, they ain't putting it nowhere else. Burn it.
I agree.
Get rid of it. Flush it down the toilet.
Agree.
Don't take no fat and put it anywhere else. If I'm taking the fat out, it must stay out. Let's not go back in. That makes no sense to me at all. I think that's just ridiculous.
That's true. I agree. But even with men too, men have low self-esteem too. That's why men work out. Some of us, like me, to be honest with you, it's more of a habit than me trying to like get in tip-top shape, because I'm not competing for anything. But a lot of men have like a low self-esteem issue.
Well, everybody, we all human at the end of the day. So everybody gonna feel something regardless.
That's true. I agree.
Okay? So it's like everybody has their own opinion on something. Somebody might look at me and say, "Oh, I'm ugly." That's your opinion.
I don't think they would look at you and say that.
You never know. Everybody have their own opinion. That's what I'm trying to say. Everybody have their own opinion. So somebody gonna look at me and say, "Oh, you're ugly," and I'm gonna say, "Okay, that's your opinion." But I know to myself, I'm not ugly. So I'm not going to take something like that to heart. I'm just going to respect your opinion because that's your opinion.
I'm not going to respect the opinion because even though somebody have told me that before, but it wasn't a person, it was like a little kid. But the thing is, in my mind, like how you said, in my mind, I'm the most handsome guy on the planet.
Yes, in your mind. But, okay, but in somebody else's mind, you're not.
That's true.
Okay, everybody have different tastes, different what they say, beauties in the eye of the beholder. So, people might look at me like, "Okay, she alright, she ain't pretty, whatever." I'm not gonna take that to heart, as I said, because that something like that is not gonna bring down my self-esteem, because I know to myself, that's your opinion. I know I'm not ugly, so I'm not gonna take something like that to heart. Now, somebody else would. And somebody who's pretty as hell is going to be like, somebody be like, "You're ugly," and they're going to be like, they're going to go home and evaluate like, "Yo, I'm really ugly, like what's wrong with me?" And you know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to use any names, famous, but I work with two people. One guy, he was in good shape, he liked to work out and stuff, right? And there was a girl, she had like she was a thick girl. She had like what these girls is paying to get. But she was a little, on the plump side. She was a little rotund. And so one day, they had a verbal little spat. And she was like, she was talking about how skinny he was. And he was like, and so he had to lift up his shirt and show her like, "Yo, I got a six-pack. I always got a six-pack. He's like, "I can't say the same thing for you." So, she made it seem like something was wrong with him for being fit. You know what I'm saying? And so now, if you see that same girl, she doesn't look like somebody stuck a straw on her and sucked all the juice out of her. A totally new person. I was like, that's crazy. But it's like he tapped her soul when he told her that. And she took it to heart, even though she tried to outwardly project that being thin is what you want to look like a crackhead and this and that, and you need to eat and you malnutrition, but deep down inside, she wanted to be that. And I guess whatever he said to her probably motivated her to do whatever she did. I don't know what she did because she like extremely thin now. But I guess she's fine with it.
Well, I guess, listen, to each his own.
Yeah.
Some people like very thin, some people like thick, some people like in between, some people like, as I say, to each his own. That's why you don't judge nobody for who they choose. As I said before, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what might be beautiful to me might not be beautiful to somebody else, and so forth and so forth.
But we are visual creatures.
I get that. I understand that. I understand that.
All animals are. They have sight. That's part of having sight.
Yes.
A peacock has feathers, and they do all type of displays and dances and like different animals. Bumblebees dance, and you know what I'm saying, like different species of animals, insect, whatever, even plants. Plants display colors, you know what I'm saying, and attract other plants. So it's like everything is interrelated.
And the peacock that does the display
is the man.
Exactly, is the man.
Yeah. Most of the birds that's
and
colorful.
Exactly, I was about to say like a hummingbird.
Yeah.
A hummingbird, the most prettiest hummingbirds are males. The females are plain.
Look at the rooster. The rooster is the prettiest chicken.
And natural.
Right? You hear the rooster, he the one that could talk. He got the crown on his head, chilling. But yeah, that's all we really wanted to talk about. I ain't gonna go too long. We already 12 minutes in.
That's 12 minutes of talking?
Yeah, the high cheekbone gang is in the building.
You did most of the talking as usual.
I'll let you talk. I think the female member of the high cheekbone gang want to say something to the people. I don't know if she want to get on the camera.
No, I'm not getting on the camera.
So what you got going on? You getting your backyard done? I'm not talking about the BBL people.
No.
But you getting your backyard done, right?
I don't care if I'm freaking, what's the name? I'm not getting no damn BBL.
No, I'm talking about the bricks in the back of your house.
Yes, we getting the backyard done.
That's what's up. Getting what is that wall called again? The Verona wall?
Garden wall.
Didn't he say like, what is it called? Verona? He said it's called something, a Verona wall. Is that like the name of the wall or the name of the style of?
It's probably the style of the bricks you're talking about. Yes, the garden wall. Well, so my question to you is, what do you think about these females that doing all these extra enhancements?
I think it's sick. I think anybody that does any type of surgical cutting or whatever. No, I'm telling you. You asked me what I think.
Okay. I think you're being a little harsh by saying they're sick.
No, I said I think it is sick. I'm not saying they sick. People do things. Listen, I told you a story when I was younger. I always wanted to stand in front of a building because everybody else was. And when I got old enough to stand in front of a building, a lady came to me and said something crazy to me, like I look like a fool for standing in front of the building. And I never stood in front of the building again.
Some people are not doing it to follow trend. Some people are doing it because, as I said, they want to enhance their look. You know,
and I get that.
And you know what I'm saying? And that, as I said, that's normal and that's understandable. But when you take it to a certain level now, it's like crazy. It's like it looks unnatural because you're looking at these females and you're seeing their butt and everybody know it's unnatural. It's not like you're looking at it and you're seeing like, oh, that's natural. You know it's unnatural because it's not proportioned right to your size, your legs, anything like that. So you know it's unnatural. So my thing is, if y'all paying all this damn money to get this butt and stuff done, make it look natural.
So let me ask you a question. If somebody close to you had it and it didn't look right, would you tell them?
Hell yeah.
You would?
Heck yes.
And what would they do about it? Because they already done
Well,
spent all
listen,
their
I
money on it.
understand. Listen. If somebody come and tell me they're doing that, I'll support you. I would support you on something like that, you know. But I'm saying, but to go to some extreme, you know, like, and as I say, if they come out and it does not look right, I'd be like, that don't look right. You might as well should have stayed the way you was, because now you just mess yourself up to an extent where you can't really go back.
That's true.
You walk. I rather be a friend and tell you, all right, you looking crazy in these streets. Then okay, so all right, so some of these females picking it up, growing up, you know, they got the butt, they got this, they wearing that, they going and they picking up the guys. So my question to them is, are these guys long term, or is it for now?
A lot of times for now.
That's my
Because
exactly.
if they already have low self-esteem issues, a guy's not really gonna want to be with somebody with low self. Sometimes the guy preys on people with low self-esteem.
Yeah, I would say that, but if the right person come along to help you out with that self-esteem thing, I can't say, you know what I'm saying, because everybody has somebody out there for them. So somebody gonna need that. If somebody's there to help you get through that phase in your life with your self-esteem thing, that's a plus, you know. But my thing is, y'all getting all these work done and all this done and whatever it is like that, and when y'all go out there, yeah, y'all attracting the males, but are y'all attracting the males for long term, or just
You
for
attracting
instant
the right kind of
gratification?
male.
You know, so that's my thing, because in the Caribbeans, they say a woman don't choose their husband, a man just choose their wife. So, and I believe that. I don't think women choose their husband. Men choose their wife.
Makes sense.
So a man know what they looking for in a woman, what they gonna marry. You understand what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Like, yeah, they might go out and sleep with this one have a big butt, they gonna look around and stuff like that, but is that the woman they're gonna marry? Because in their head they already know what type of woman they wanna marry.
That's true.
You know, so that's my thing. But as I say, my biggest thing is, if y'all gonna do that and spend that much money on it, make it look real. Not make it look unnatural. Otherwise, go back and slap y'all doctors, because that's ridiculous.
And with that being said, what do you guys out there think? Like and subscribe, leave a comment.